Hi, Sandy here. It's January 6, 2018, New Year. Whenever we take down our Christmas decorations, then I start noticing all the dust all over everything, and always feels like it's time to do a good deep house cleaning, which I only do about once a year. So my daughter's 17 now, and she is just eager to help me this year. God bless her. So she's been helping me, and I thought I'd videotape each room as we get it done. I'm not really going to do any before and after pictures because we keep our house pretty tidy and they don't really look much different after than before, except I know they're cleaner, and you know, we keep things put away but they get dust on them and stuff. So I'm going to start my kitchen tour. So this is my kitchen. We've been living in our house about 15 years. We completely redid this kitchen about a year after we moved in. It had old-fashioned, ugly cabinets. It had those dead corners, and you know, you had to reach in from the side to get stuff. It was inconvenient and crummy. I had this Hoosier cabinet. I needed a place for that. And actually, this corner over here had no cabinets, no nothing. So we installed all of this and moved the refrigerator over here. My kitchen is not really very large. I don't have a lot of counter space. I have counter space here to make breakfast, you know, a bowl of cereal and stuff, and to put things in and out of the refrigerator. And I have this corner here. That's where I do all of my cooking. And if you've seen any of my meals, I just recently made 20 meals for the freezer, mostly in this little corner. So I'm going to start the tour. I like antique things, so I've been collecting for decades. We dusted all of these, took them down and dusted. We washed all the walls. We washed all of the woodwork and cupboards, and the Hoosier cabinet with Murphy's oil soap makes the wood look so nice and warm and gets all the little dust off of them. This is my old Hoosier cabinet. This thing was just, cups were falling out every time we opened it, and we pulled out a lot of stuff. We got rid of a lot of those old plastic cups that you collect, and we got rid of a lot of them. This is where I keep our medications. That's our medicine cabinet. This is gadgets, my choppers, just some things. I like antique things, even though I never use them, like my flour sifter. I've got a special gravy pouring cup that keeps the grease on top. I hardly ever use that. And my cookbooks. I don't do much cookbooks. I've had this cookbook for 30 years, and you can look up like what can I make with chicken, what can I make with this or that. It explains in detail how to make a pie crust. That's all I've ever needed. I got a couple of more. I got this one from my daughter's school when they were selling cookbooks. This one, I don't know where that came from, but I got that. And then I found this at a garage sale. It's pretty cool. It looks like a book, but it's actually a file folder, and you can keep your manuals for your kitchen appliances in there and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And I even wrote in here, I refinished this cabinet. I purchased it in 1997. I wrote in there. And then I always keep my little basket right here. This is where I put my recycling paper, cans, and even our plastic bags. And then we take, about every day, we empty it out in the garage into our bins that we have out there. And I keep my little step ladder here because I'm only 5'1". Sometimes I needed to reach them high cabinets. This is my drawer where I keep my baking supplies. And then my measuring cups. We just recently cleaned out some of this. This is my drawer. I'm extremely frugal. We only use these paper plates, real paper, biodegradable, no foam plates. And I get mad at my family if they take more than one. You use one, and you support it. And then I use these inexpensive bags for the most part. You twist tie them, they're very inexpensive. And I do keep these are gallon size. And then these are gallon size and they're Ziploc, and I use those for freezing for long-term storage. I don't like to waste things. And then I use my Ziploc bags for freezing a pound of ground beef and stuff. You know, and then I use these fold-over bags for everyday things. You put something away in the refrigerator for a day or two. Just use that. It's cheap. I don't like to use my Ziploc bags unless it's something that's going to be staying around for a while. This is where I keep my foil, plastic wrap, wax paper. These are jar openers. They're easy to reach in there and grab when you need them. This is my daughter's drawer. Ever since she was a baby, we kept all her little sippy cups in there and everything. We just cleaned this out. It was stuffed. And now we keep her cups in there. She's grown up some. They're not little sippy cups anymore. And then under here, I keep my big frying pans. My grandmother's meat grinder. We have a Mickey Mouse waffle iron that we love. Just extra things in there. My extra pot holders that I like and don't really want to get rid of. Like these are knitted and by my husband's grandmother. I don't really like them, but since they're special, I gotta keep them. So that's my Hoosier cabinet. And I have to let the dogs in because they're crying. Come on, Rosie. Okay. So we've cleaned out all the cabinets and everything. I have cookie jars up there. We took them all down and washed them. My daughter washed all the cabinets. These are from Menards. You stain and finish them yourself. We installed them ourselves. We got inexpensive countertops. There's my other dog, Charlie. He just came in. So we keep our pasta and crackers and extra cereal in there. I keep my baking stuff in here. Cake mixes and sugar. We use these for our cereal and oatmeal. Mashed potatoes. I use these all the time. They come in a lot of different flavors. You boil 2 cups of water, throw those in and whip them up, and then wait a couple of minutes for them to thicken up. They're really good. And I don't like potatoes without gravy, but sometimes I can eat them without gravy because they're so good. You know, I like my freezer meals. Take something out of the freezer, have the potatoes with it, open a can of green beans, fast and easy meal. I'm coming down with a bit of a cold, and I keep Hamburger Helper, macaroni and cheese mix up there. I keep my lunch bag right there. I work every day. And the toaster oven. That's my KitchenAid mixer. I just got it last November, a couple months ago. I just love these canisters. They're from the 70s. I get them and I collected them. I had to build this shelf here to have enough room for all of them. And then here's our lower cabinets. This is my junk drawer. I don't really have a junk drawer. I have a place for everything and everything in its place. I got some rubber bands here. Every day when the paper comes, put the rubber bands in there. Keep a flashlight in there. I keep these in here for when we grill. I keep a roll of Scotch tape in there handy. Some book matches. I don't even know why we have those. They've been around here forever. I always have a little tool drawer. Just the basics. A hammer. I keep the little tiny nails for hanging pictures. Phillips and regular screwdrivers. Pair of pliers. An adjustable wrench. And then if I need anything else, it's just right out the door into the workshops where I can get whatever I need. So down here I keep all the canned goods, and I like to keep well stocked up. Chicken broth, gravy mix, canned soup, creamy mushroom soup for my recipes, mixed vegetables, cream corn, canned chicken, canned tuna. And then down here, this top shelf is nothing but green beans and peas. We stock up on those and keep that full. Then down there we keep our, can't see back there, but that's canned fruit. So we cleaned all the cabinets, scrubbed the floor really good. We cleaned out the refrigerator, washed it out, took everything out and washed it down. We cleaned out the refrigerator, took the drawers out and shelves, cleaned everything really good. There's my refrigerator. I even cleaned the top of that. I'm only 5'1" and I can't see the top of it, so I can't see the dirt, so it gets ignored. And then here's our tall cabinet. We keep storage containers in there. And then down here we keep pictures and things. And our trash can and trash bags. I built this shelf in the back behind there to store things. Paper towels down there. Trash can in front. I have a lid for the trash can, but we never use it because just want to open the door and toss things in there. This is our old onion and taters bin, but I converted it to hold the dog food. And then dog biscuits down here. And then I've got all my little collections here. We took all of these down and dusted them and cleaned everything good. And we cleaned all the woodwork, and I installed all of this woodwork. We installed all of these doors. We cleaned that, washed the walls, washed down the door. You know how dirty your door going out the garage can get. And the woodwork. And got my little antiques on the wall here. This thing I've had for like 35 years. And I just keep it. Clean the paneling down there, which we installed. When we redid our kitchen the same weekend, we also redid our bathroom, and we spent a total of $1,500 for the cabinets, new toilet, new sink, the woodwork, everything. We even replaced the windows. So I'll show you the bathroom too, because we just deep cleaned it. And if you can like a toilet, I sure like this one. It's a Victorian style. I love antiques and Victorian. I love my pedestal sink. The sink actually came with a really nice top, but it just would not fit in that little space, so I had to replace the top, but I kept the pedestal. This mirror was here when we moved in. We changed the light fixture. I've got these. Of course, washed all the woodwork, washed down all the paneling, washed everything down, cleaned everything. This wall I had just full of pictures of cute little toilets and sinks and bathroom pictures, and I cleared it off and saved a lot of it. This little boy here, I've had him for almost 40 years. He's a keeper. Sometimes just because you've had it so long, you think, well, I gotta keep it, but I do like the little guy, so I'm keeping him. So we washed all the paneling with Murphy soap, washed the doors with Murphy soap. So that's my little tiny bathroom. I added, I don't know if you can see it, it's textured wallpaper. Crazy dogs. So that's my bathroom. And back to the kitchen, we'll show you this little corner. My basic corner. So we clean them up. Oh, the dogs were back outside. I think it's their job all day. Let the dogs in, let the dogs out, let the dogs in, let the dogs out, you know. So, there's my kitchen. I scrubbed down this. And I think my brother keeps putting handprints on the side of here because that gets dirty, and I don't know why. But I, took a toothbrush and scrubbed in there. Scrubbed down my stove really, really good. And I keep a razor blade, a dull razor blade right here handy, and I use it all the time. Scraping stuff off the stove, scraping stuff off of my baking dishes. I use it all the time. So I keep that handy right there. And I cleaned the oven. I'll turn on the light. Oh. Yeah, I cleaned out the oven. It's really clean. We moved out the stove and refrigerator and cleaned under them. I've been married since 1978 to my first husband, who died in 1996. And then I remarried in 1999, and I have my 17-year-old daughter now with my second husband. And I have been using Butterfly Gold dishes that entire time through 2 marriages, and I've been collecting them. And these are very collectible now and worth a lot of money. And I use them every day. A lot of people make really nice displays of them, but I keep them in the cabinet and I use them. And this is things, my spices and cooking oil, salad stuff for my husband. He's eats salad. And then this is full of my Corelle dishes that I've collected. Even though we've got nice Corelle bowls, we like our plastic bowls. Just grab them for a bowl of cereal, toss them around. So simple. But this is all full of my Corelle. And then up there, that's all full of Corningware dishes. Looks kind of dark. Anyway, and of course we collect Mickey Mouse. I gotta have Mickey Mouse all over the place. A Mickey Mouse pot holder and another one. And Mickey Mouse spoon holder. Salt and pepper and seasoning salt I keep handy. There's my thing, my serving utensils. I've had this crock for nearly 40 years, always next to my stove, always with my utensils handy. Now this Christmas, I showed you my new KitchenAid mixer. It's this color blue, so I got all of these new utensils for Christmas. I got new pot holders for Christmas, new kitchen towels for Christmas. I'm trying to match things up with that mixer. I already had the salt and pepper shakers there. So this is what I keep on my counter. And then this cabinet, I've got some vintage Pyrex refrigerator containers. I don't use them. I keep them up there out of the way. My Rubbermaid containers and my disposable containers. I recently reorganized this cabinet. It's working a lot better for me. When I redid the kitchen, I added this up there. Got to have my Victorian look. And then this cabinet is almost nothing but Mickey Mouse glassware that we've collected. Glassware and mugs. And I also cleared out a lot of those when we cleared out the other cupboard. And then there's my dish drainer. We do not have a dishwasher. I did not have one before I remodeled, and I could have put one in when I remodeled, but I didn't want to. I like to wash my own dishes. I especially like the Corelleware. They're in like mint condition. They're being used for 40 years. And I installed a porcelain sink when I moved in, when I remodeled, and they get gritty. They get scratched up and dirty, but you can scrub them clean, and I just recently scrubbed it clean, polished up the faucets. And I've just recently got new silverware. There's my silverware drawer. We reorganized that. There's all my gadgets, extra utensils. And here's my new towels. I've been using a lot of them, doing some deep cleaning this week, so they're all in the laundry, which I'm doing today. We cleaned out under the sink. I always keep a boot mat in there. I have for decades because I worry about a leak, you know, and I catch it. And I installed this drawer in here for cleaning supplies. And so that's basically my whole kitchen, all deep cleaned. My kitchen and bathroom, and it's been 15 years. It's pretty vintage style, but I really love it. I did everything just the way I wanted to. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.